Tarofa kia ora and welcome back to Freshing Your Rugby. Man, it's been a while, but it's good to have you guys back. Today, I just want to give my analysis on the game between MOANA and also the Chiefs. Now, just before I do my analysis, I just want to mention a few names that I'll be looking at the most on this competition, on the Super Rugby Pacific. And so keep an eye out on Nico Jones. Obviously, he's the son of Michael Jones, the legend. And then you also have Akwoi for the Chiefs. Um, for the Auckland Blues, I'll be looking out for RTS, Raja Tuivasa Shek. And then you also have Pablo Matera. I think that's how you say his name. Argentinian brother playing for the Crusaders. Yeah, so man, I'll be looking forward to seeing these brothers representing their teams throughout this year. And so, yeah, all the best to them. Now, to the game. First of all, just also want to say congratulations to Sekope Kepu for leading and being the captain for the first ever team, the Moana team. Now, that's quite historic right there. Now, I have to admit, man, I never used to like Sekope when he was playing for Australia just because he was always giving the All Blacks a hard time. But apart from that, purely just because of the game. But yeah, brother, Ofatu, all the best to you and your leadership. So the game between the Chiefs and also the Moana team today, it was obviously the first game and it's also the preseason game. Now there was a lot to like and there was a lot that needs to be worked on as well. The Chiefs brought the what do you call it? The power and the physicality that needed up front, and so they were dominating in that. Their forwards were dominating the Moana's forward team, the forward pack, and so I was looking and I was thinking, man, they don't really look different. Like the size is pretty much the same, but I guess just having the time together with the team and gelling together, I think the Chiefs had that advantage more than the Moana team. But however, the set piece, the Chiefs were too strong, just purely too strong, man. The scrums and also the lineouts. Moana did win a few, but then they also, I think they lost more as well. And so there's obviously a lot to love about the game, and then there's a lot that each coaches will need to work on going into the season. But it was a great way for each coaches as well to have a look at their teams and individual players. You know what they bring, what they lack, and the whole team what needs to work on. And so, yeah, the Moana team just out of structure. You know, they weren't organized at all. The first fives, yeah, they need more time and games under their belt. Literally Funnel, he was a bit more controlled than all the other first fives that played in the other quarters. So I would have, obviously for me that he would be my pick. Studying the Moana Pacific team. The combinations for the Moana team was something that they lacked as well. And once again, it's a preseason, guys. You can't expect any team to be perfect. Never they ever will be, but they got to be close to it. Yeah, once again, I saw just the little things creeping into the team, like just I don't want to say it, but it's like their show off style, like passing without looking, that Carlos Spencer style, you know, don't do what a master can do, man. It took a lot for Carlos Spencer to be the best at what he was, but just seeing some of the boys today in the Moana team just throwing passes without looking. I mean, one instance, for the winger made that beautiful break down the sideline, and then he passed it to the halfback, and the halfback just passed the ball to his right without looking. I mean, brother, you're not Carlos Spencer, but I know you do you. You need to do you, but obviously you passing the ball like that, it's not gonna work. You obviously killed the momentum, possibly killed the try, and then after that there was another ruck, and then the passing it's just slow and no accuracy at all. I mean, I understand that it's a new team, but just doing fancy stuff like that, there's no need. That goes a lot around the Pacific teams. When they score a try, they throw hands everywhere, all over the joint. And when it comes to, just playing properly and a structure, they lose that. And so I just feel like, we don't need to get that creeping into our game, especially for the Pacific boys, because they do bring the fire and the enthusiasm, but sometimes just too much celebrating, I reckon. But yeah, there was just no structure at all. We lost a lot of ball in the rucks, as I mentioned before, and the lineouts to the Chiefs. One-on-one tackles, it was a must. There was a lot of that missing. Um, Decision making around the rucks as well. Obviously you guys would get better at it, but there was a lot of hesitation. That's why the Chiefs ended up, you know, getting more balls from the Moana team. Just lack of confidence around in the area, making the right decisions, and that's very crucial. There was a lot of firepower up front for both teams. Yeah, there were a lot of jet stars out wide as well, but just the combinations just weren't working. For some for the Chiefs, well, not so much for the Chiefs, but mainly the Moana team. That's what they need to work on. But that comes with time as well. Chiefs. I expected Chiefs to score a lot more points, but I'm grateful they didn't. But I'm also grateful that Moana scored points as well for their first game, and so that was good to see. Good for the record books as well. And so the Moana boys, keep your heads up. Obviously, there's a lot to work on, but it's only preseason, and hopefully Aaron Major and the brother Tia will be able to turn the boys around and give it a good crack in their first Super Rugby Pacific. And so get behind the boys, give them support that they need. But apart from that, I hope there was one other thing, one thing that I picked up that Chiefs did a lot better than the Moana team was the line speed. There was no line speed at all from the Moana team, and if there is, they weren't making their tackles. And so not only that, line speed is meant to suffocate the offense, but if you can't make your tackles, man, then there's no point doing the line speed. But given that you guys need more time to prepare yourselves, and hopefully the combinations will get a lot better. But yeah, the Chiefs did awesome. My outstanding players for me at the Chiefs were Akoi and also Sawakula. Sawakula played pretty awesome, eh? Pretty big fellow. Unselfish play there at the end. That was pretty awesome to see. Um, and then one of my favorite players in the Moana team is Nico Jones, which I think I mentioned he's one of the boys to look out for this year. And so yeah, apart from that, comment down below. What did you reckon the boys need to work on? These are just my opinion and my own you know analyzing of the game. And so yeah, looking forward to hear your pointers. And yeah, keep it real. Thank you guys. Thank you for your support, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.